And in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Today, it's the finale of this four-game set between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Philadelphia Phillies. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Cole Hamels is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this year his strikeout to walk ratio has been outstanding, so look for a lot of strikeouts here in this one.
A.J. Pollock makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder number 11, A.J. Pollock.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Eric, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
Hamels peers in. 1-1 on its way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. A quick out number 1. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
Well, how about come out here and just swing for the trees? This is a great hitter's park, and you might need a big showing out of your offense to give them a chance to win. So this is the place to do it.
Ender Inciarte will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. Hit hard towards center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, that's a nice job right there. After the pop-up to start the ball game, he's sitting all over this one, and they'll have their first base runner here with 1 away.
Paul Goldschmidt will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. He's set. Here it comes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now a snap throw to first. Back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he misses again, 2-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Called a strike there, 2-1. And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Patty Johnson back there. Good umpire. I know some pitchers have felt the squeeze at times on the corners, but I still think he does a good job of rewarding guys for making good pitches.
Not in time as he steals second. And with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this is a former teammate of mine, Adrian Beltre. He's one of the most reliable third basemen in the game defensively. Some guys just look comfortable in the hot corner, and he's one of them. And I got to add this. Only guy to play third without wearing a cup.
Mark Trumbo will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that is off the first base bag. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
And you know, this is something these guys just haven't had for a while. That's an early lead. Although I guess they haven't really had any leads, period. And that's why they're on this losing streak. But a good sign here as he drives in a run to put them up 1-0.
Danny Valencia will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Phillies nothing. Josh Colmenter will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's having a fantastic year with an ERA of under 2. You're going to have to pitch real well in this one to keep that ERA as minuscule as it is.
Brock Holt comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies, left fielder, Brock Holt.
And that misses inside 1-0. EK, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
Fastball, whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Check swing as he pops this one on to the right side. A dive, but it's off his glove. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line and left. In there, a base hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Ben Revere will come forward now, and like so many of his Phillies teammates, really thrives here at Citizens Bank Park, as is reflected in his splits. From the stretch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Nobody out, runner on first. Tap fouled at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Steve, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Hey, just keep doing what they've been doing. They lead the league in slugging percentage. Work the ball down the lines and in the gaps. Continue to get those extra base hits that have been so crucial for them, and they're going to be successful.
Brandon Jordan will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
What a great season, but in order to win the Triple Crown, he's going to need some help from his teammates getting on base. He's in the top 5 in RBIs, but not leading that category.
First pitch on its way. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Trumbo there to make the play, and there are 2 gone now. With a moment now, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about the great players in the game, Paul Goldschmidt is at the top of any list. Known for his offense, defensively he has made great strides. In fact, in 2015, he won the National League Gold Glove Award at first base. Helps his infield out tremendously. An asset over at first base. One of the players to watch in this ballgame.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
2 out with the man at first. Grounded up the first baseline. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies strand 1. They trail this one 1-0. Chris Owings will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. Hamels has his sign. Here's the first pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Owings will turn in head for second. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate. And this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
Striding into the box, Tuffy Gozowicz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's the fastball by Hamels. Good for strike one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his 9th two-base hit of the year. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Grounded down the third baseline. Beltre has it. Throw on to first in time, one away.
You know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, that pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're trying to do, so he makes it as tough as possible to hit the ball to the right side. That's using your head out there.
Brendan Ryan will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. There's a belt high strike to even the count at 1-1. One out and a runner on second base. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out.
And now looking back on this inning, the failure to get the guy to third in the previous at-bat probably cost him a run there. Now, sometimes these seem like little mistakes at the time, but now he's still at second with 2 away.
Josh Colmenter gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, you know, some pitchers flat out just don't like to go up there and swing it, and I get it. Most of them can't hit at all. But hey, this is an opportunity right here to help your own cause.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, who played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Adrian Beltre will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Well, the old vet still got it. He may be getting up there in age, but that doesn't seem to be affecting his ability to hit the baseball that much.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
You know, on May 15th, 2015, Adrian Beltre became the 52nd player in MLB history to hit 400 home runs. He's in some pretty remarkable company.
There's Owings to make the play, and that's the first out.
Batting 6.
You see here on show track, that pitch up and in just ties him in knots. You leave that out over the plate, you'll be in trouble, but if you can locate there, things will be just fine.
Darren Ruff will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here's the first pitch to him. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Three and 0 now. Due up next is Salvador Perez. Changeup inside. They lost him, ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Salvador Perez will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Right side, hit hard. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
And he continues to stay hot. He's got that average up into the 290s now as he comes through with another base hit here.
Freddie Galvis will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he drops it. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Where are you going here?
I'm throwing that same pitch again. Make him prove that his plate discipline is such that he can lay off it twice in a row.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And another foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Standing in now, Cole Hamels. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They still trail 1-0. The city's founder, William Penn, seen there at Top City Hall here in Philadelphia as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. A.J. Pollock is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Hamels is ready. 0-1 on its way. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1 and 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Here's Ender Inciarte. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
First base.
We're starting to see signs that he's about ready to break out of this slump he's been in. He won't get anything to show for it here, but this is a good swing and a hard hit ball. Unfortunately, though, it's just right at somebody.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Hit to short. Franco has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So Hamels had it work in that half of the inning. And his club's keeping it close. It's 1-0. Brock Holt digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Left fielder, Brock Holt.
Into the windup and the pitch. Scorched to third. Gets dirty and gloves it. He's out.
Woo, no problem.
The center fielder,
On a
2.
ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop. Makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Here's Ben Revere. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
And here's a situation where maybe if he's trying to go with this pitch, he might hit this ball a little bit harder. But instead, he's up there trying to pull it, and he hardly gets anything on this line drive at all.
Into the box now, Brandon Jordan. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
2 out, nobody on. Hit to third. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Pretty dangerous here for a first baseman. This throws high, and it's to the home plate side of the bag. So when he leaves his feet, he's really exposing himself to that runner coming down the line. The overthrow, that was bad enough, but a collision there would have really been bad news.
So striding in, Maikel Franco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Mark Trumbo is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Hamels into the windup. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, and he's trying to make sure that he doesn't allow that first walk. He's worked it back to full count now after being behind in the count, 3-0.
Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out, one away. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And neither of these guys are what you'd call flamethrowers, but still a respectable 93 and 90 as their two top speeds. Into the box, Danny Valencia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a one-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
Settling in now, Chris Owings. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First delivery to him on the way. Hard liner to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Into the box, Tuffy Gozowicz, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't gonna help.
1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. One left for Arizona, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Adrian Beltre, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Gosewich gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Beltre is retired, and there's one away.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 put out for good measure.
Stepping in now, Darren Ruff, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. One out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
A good heater right there. We'll take a look at it again on show track. Guys, that's already his second strikeout of the inning, and he's done it on the minimum of 6 pitches.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Shot towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Brendan Ryan heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Second baseman, Brendan Ryan.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
No strike.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense. But this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Sort of surprising. This is not a guy who walks a lot of hitters. Definitely not leading off an inning. And definitely not on 4 pitches. He shouldn't be close to tired yet, so we'll see if he can bounce back.
The pitcher, Josh Colmenter, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
And with your pitcher at the plate, you always like it when he can get that bunt down on the very first pitch. Not only do you let him get back to the dugout and rest up just a little bit, but you also keep that momentum going. And that's a nice job right there.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Looking to keep this a one-run game. Hot shot toward third, but a quick glove at third, and there are two gone.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Here's Ender Inciarte, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Hamels comes set. Here's the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. High in the air. Beltre just to the left of the mound. And that ends the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks, but they're on top 1-0. Freddie Galvis will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First offering on its way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him, and it brings the Phillies back even now at 1 apiece.
Pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
And now, Cole Hamels.
Cole Hamels.
And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, after you've just given up a home run to tie the ball game, you can't afford to have a letdown out there. He made sure he didn't. He came back with an important strikeout, and he got the next guy.
Here's Brock Holt now. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike one. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
The center fielder, number 2, Ben Revere.
Ben Revere steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Here comes the 1-0. In tight. Awfully tight. 2-0 now. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You got to think this has to be a fastball here.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he gets the call there, 3-1. Runner goes for second. Chop foul right at home plate. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Swing and a liner. Foul. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and he misses it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Fortunately, the center fielder's in the right spot.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Brandon Jordan will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. One run, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And it's quickly 0-2. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Flying toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
Michael Franco will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Outside with the fastball, it's 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Pitch out, nothing doing.
No strike.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. EK, where are you going now on 3 and 2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's now 3-1.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
Adrian Beltre will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
3 runs already home here. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
I think another look here will show that this should have been ball 4. And those are the little things that start to pile up if you're not careful. And you've got to have a better understanding of the strike zone now.
Darren Ruff will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing.
Simple throw over there.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And no throw as it turns out as he takes second with ease. Here he comes on 2-0. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Now a low throw, but he can't knock it down at first as it gets right by him. And the runner from second is in to score. Make it 5-1. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
A very inopportune time for that. And 2 runs are going to score on a play that should have got him out of the inning. That is really going to hurt.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Ruby De La Rosa is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
De La Rosa.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Now, he does have first base open, so he doesn't have to come in right here. He can try to make that perfect pitch, and you know what? If he misses, who cares?
2 out here and a runner at second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. 5 innings complete. The Phillies lead it 5-1. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it's Paul Goldschmidt that'll lead things off for Arizona.
Goldschmidt.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. On the corner away. A ball and a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Goldschmidt is retired, and there's 1 away.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Mark Trumbo will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Gets on top of 1 here and chops it foul right at home plate. Still 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. High in the air out to center field. Revere is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Well, I'll tell you what, this won't look like a whole lot in the box score, but anytime you can make a pitcher use up 8 pitches to get you out, you've done your job as a hitter.
Danny Valencia will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Backhanded. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're down here 5-1. Freddie Galvis will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
De La Rosa sets his sights. 1-1 pitch on its way. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Valencia in foul ground, 1 away.
Well, here it is again. Look at him just bury this one right at the letters. And you can see it. He got him to pull off the swing a bit and just pop it straight up.
Into the box now, Cole Hamels. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And that's too high, ball 2.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Hot shot to third. Valencia comes up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Brock Holt.
Brock Holt digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
1-1, here it comes. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They're up 5-1. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Leading off the inning, Chris Owings, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Here's Hamels back at it now as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. That last one was number 84, so they're getting near the point where they'll need to start keeping tabs on him.
Tuffy Gozowicz will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Revere moves over, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Brendan Ryan stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jordan giving chase. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. They're down 5-1. Ben Revere steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Ryan is there. Throw to first is in time for the 1st out.
Now batting, right fielder, Brandon Jordan.
Stepping in, Brandon Jordan. He singled his last time up.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
De La Rosa gets the sign. First pitch on the way. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Hit hard towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Well, here's one of the few things that hasn't gone his way during this recent hot streak of his. He's been tearing the cover off the ball for the last week or two, and he does it again right here, but this time he's going to come up empty.
Stepping in now, Michael Franco. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
Drilled down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Andres Cordero is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Andres Cordero.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hitting, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. A.J. Pollock will stand in for the 4th time now. Still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him, so he's ramped up the velocity here at the last 2 pitches.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Our line score to this point tells the story. You see the Phillies leading this one at home here at Citizens Bank Park as we draw nearer to the end. Ender Inciarte will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1 and 2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Franco onto the grass. And the inning is over. Adrian Beltre gets his chance when we come back. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Phillies on top 5-1. Brad Ziegler is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Brad Ziegler.
Adrian Beltre will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Here it comes on 1-1. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Drilled to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
First baseman, number 19.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren Ruff. And he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Oliver Perez will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Now both runners are breaking. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready on 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2. First and second here with nobody out. Down the third baseline. Oh, and it's off Valencia's glove. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Well, if you're looking for a reason why this club is losing, 3 errors so far in the game. And the fundamentals, they're just nowhere to be found right now.
Freddie Galvis is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. 1 run scores. And a relay to the plate. And it's in time, and he's out at the plate. So 1 run's across, but the second one is cut down trying to score.
On the money.
David Hernandez is going to have his work cut out for him here.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 30. David Hernandez.
Cole Hamels will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get 1 home, maybe 2. This is a big-time chance.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the seats, 0-1. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
That's in there. Base hit. In to score is the runner from third. And a relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Digging in, Brock Holt, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. From the belt, kicks and deals. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ball 2. Full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
And you know, as a hitter with a runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting that.
Here's Ben Revere, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. One and one. Here it is. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. More from Citizens Bank Park in just a moment. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
The 0-1 on its way. A little tapper. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Holt looking up. Gone! It's a solo home run off the bat of Mark Trumbo. Career homer number 149. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
And let's take a look at where this pitch ends up. You can see there, you know, even though this pitch isn't technically in the strike zone, it's still pretty much in his wheelhouse, and he just yanks this thing right out of here.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that'll be all here for Cole Hamels. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the 9th, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Ken Giles will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Giles.
Danny Valencia will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Giles is ready. First pitch on its way. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game.
Well, they went to the bullpen to get that right-handed reliever, hoping that that would give them the right-on-right advantage. Well, guess again. He gets a pitch out over the plate, and he turns that thing right around. That was no cheapie either.
Now batting, shortstop, Chris.
Here's Chris Owings now. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. The 0-1 pitch. Liner toward right center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Into the box, Tuffy Gozerwich. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Down 0-2 after two great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Runners on first with one down. Way outside. 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. Galvis on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yep, and one last double play here to end it, and that puts the capper on a good win for these guys, and they really played well.
Quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 8-3. So long from Philly.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 8 runs on 11 hits.